Alright, hello internet. So October's over, but Vampyr continues because we're not finished. And what were we doing? We're doing some kind of side quest, right? But it's not on the map. Let's get that mark back on. It was this one. Oh, we just finished the checking in.
In the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the
just gave that guy his suicide note back, which is a terrible idea for a doctor, and he should probably lose his medical license. But there's a million other reasons why he should do that before the suicide note thing, like doing weird blood experiments with vampires and stuff like that. So that's fine. We'll let it slide. Is this a hideout? Yes, okay. No need to find a already found hideout. That was a very crunchy landing. Sounded like it came from an Atari game. Oh no, it's just a weird echo. A lot of reverb. It's one of me. Oh no. Well, I've got gas bombs now. That's new.
Christ, he's dead.
Yep. And don't use the Lord's name in vain. This is why there's vampires everywhere. This has become a wretched sin pit. Who are you?
This one's mine.
Yeah. Drink him up. Drink the fill. Ooh. Get that blood. I need it. Yes. Now I'll just finish you off. Don't need you anymore. Oh, right, there's this guy. Okay, good. Greasy shillings abound. Who are you? Crew and gunner.
Best be on your way,
You look like just a naked guy wandering from a distance, so I was kind of confused. You left me a bit put off by that. Okay. Anything else down here? Down this path?
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
One of them vermin. Yeah.
See them? This one's a top!
Did you just call me a top?
Murdering bastard!
on, you must have dropped something. Ooh. Oh well. That's not what I meant.
This is despicable.
Despicable. Okay. This away. See, that guy totally looks like a weird naked weirdo stalker dude.
This is not a place for you,
Okay,
sir.
fine, I'll be just off on my own way then. You spooked me off. So did they just assume that anyone who ignores their weird, self-imposed martial law is a vampire? Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, I've fought this dude before. Oh, this is the area, yeah. This area. Ooh. Yes. Take the blood attacks. You are weak to my claws. Oh no. That's not good. I'm gonna have to drain him. Yeah. I gotcha. Good. Excellent. I probably should chew on some rats. So I can heal my health. Redundancy. Okay, what? Dr. Strickland's list, ordered by Dr. Thoro Strickland, Pembroke Hospital. List of substances and ingredients: Lacryma papaveris, medical opium, sodium hypochlorite, potassium
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
So he says, Mr. Opium, headache cure. What a hypocrite. Here we go. This should be, yeah. Okay, there's your list of stuff. Tell what happened to Thoro Strickland. I thought there was more to this. Okay, so just head back to the hospital now? Okay. Oh, now there's a shortcut. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, I keep forgetting to do the thing. Let me fix my sound while this is loading. I really wish that it would just save my preferences like a normal program. There. Synchronized sound. What a blessing. Okay. I hope it's synchronized. I can't tell because reasons. I guess I could just watch my own stream, but that would be weird. Okay, where am I? Okay. It's not too far off. In fact, no, it's not right here. But it's close to right here.
This is no place for a gentleman. I said stay. It ain't human. Kill it.
I'm a gentleman of the night, sir. Yeah. That's what I needed.
Fuck, he's dead. Pay for this.
No. I don't like fire. Ooh, yes. Bite him.
What's it? It's a killer.
Great. Now let me take all their stuff. Okay, good. Oh, you guys are just everywhere, aren't you? Oh, see, now there's a guy with a gun. That's a problem.
Don't like that, do ya?
We'll see who doesn't like what. Ah.
There's one of them vermin.
Bleh. Oop. There. Take that. And I'll take your blood.
Best
Oh.
be moving on. Easy does it.
Gotta get rid of you.
Freeman shall prevail. Christ, he's dead.
Okay. The other guy didn't drop anything. Huge priest man had nothing. Whatever. If I was a huge priest man, I'd have tons of stuff. Back to the hospital. Alright. Where are you two incompetent doctors? I believe you are over here. Yes.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Oh, I didn't use this yet.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Okay. Yeah, about that dude.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
Burgle.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison with...
That's all of his hints. Okay, cool. Those two are... This guy's only got one more. Alright.
without the correct dosage. Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Dude, that's the headache
Can
cure
you tell me
already
anything
have.
about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I'm sure it was not your fault, Dr. Reed.
My fault? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just... I heard it was you who brought the murderer inside our walls. But you couldn't know, could you?
I have many secrets. But the secret tests you run.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting
weird
away the
tests on
shadows of
people.
ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Take a break. You can't be serious.
You can't be serious. You have to stop this before you lose yourself. Lives are at stake here, remember?
I'm a competent doctor, and my value has been proven already. Frankly, I'm disappointed to hear you, above all, speaking so ill of me.
All right. What do I need another hint for? Maybe that's what the other doctor. Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Why would you want that?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
I'll make my placebo out of opium.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
So you don't think the blame is ours?
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reed. Our methods may differ, but we are all trying to make a difference.
Okay. Strickland.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
You're a good dude. You're Your stuff's in the right place. Alright.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Let's see if what's-his-face has anything to say about that.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Aykroyd will not report you.
Did you know Dr. Aykroyd never reported your experimental research, despite the fact he doesn't agree with it?
Really? I didn't suspect he knew about my work. I must confess I am surprised.
Perhaps he thinks you should realize for yourself the danger of what you're doing.
See how condescending he can be? My God, he can be so irritating.
Pot meat cauldron. Wait. What is it? Is it kettle and cauldron? Or is it pot and kettle? Whatever.
Goodbye, Dr.
Both calling
Strickland.
each other black. Let's go upstairs if I can find the stairs. There we go. Bring all this stuff to my medical desk so we can make an opium-based what's it called? Opium-based placebo. Yeah, that's what we need. Aha.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind
This is the placebo. Okay.
to report him to Dr. Aykroyd.
Bring the medication to Thoreau. Report Thoreau to Dr. Aykroyd. Wait. Why would I report him to Dr. Aykroyd? Who has nothing to do with him. I mean, they're like rivals, but it's not like he has any authority over him. You, Strickland.
Good evening, Dr.
Yes.
Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I've improved your mixture.
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I'm assuming that that's in the door that I haven't been able to open yet. Yeah. All right. Cool. What can I loot?
It's locked.
At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this
Okay.
formula.
But I can loot the other stuff.
locked, all right.
This is all locked.
It's locked.
What a blundering idiot. I'm Goswick's medical file. Mortimer Goswick. Followed by Dr. Aykroyd. Status: convalescence. Date of admission: 27th October. Date of release: TBA. Notes: the patient shows many signs of extreme fatigue and major sores in the throat, mouth, and tongue, but no sign of flu. Refuses to speak, claims it's too painful, needs rest and healing of throat, mucous membrane before any decision can be made concerning his release? Why is that a question? Okay. New hint. He does not have the flu. Okay. Letter to Dr. Swansea. Pembroke Hospital, 14th October. So this is a couple weeks ago. Dear Dr. Swansea, despite the actual urgency of the sanitary situation, I must inform you of a recent case of professional misconduct inside the Pembroke. Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan has been found guilty of undeniable unprofessional conduct and thus guilty of endangering a patient. Under no circumstances should a nurse diagnose and establish a prescription without at least informing the referent doctor about a conclusion. You know me, Edgar. I'm not against personal initiative when it is for the interest of all, especially during a crisis like the one we are facing, but we can't allow a nurse to perform a diagnosis and decide on a procedure to apply to a patient. The fact that said patient survived is no attenuating circumstance. It just means we dodged the bullet this time. I demand the strictest authority on this matter. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. Interesting. Okay, so maybe that other time when, like, these two ripped the body apart, which clue was that? You know it's bad when... Which malpractice was it? Okay. So I should talk to one of those two, I guess. That's all in this room. Nothing else? Got all of theirs. Got all of his. I should talk to him, I suppose.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Your condition.
Your
It's
medical report
fake.
says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Oh god. I'm not gonna touch that. Your son's not dying.
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to...
Blah blah blah. Your son could try to kill himself again.
You realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
She's not in denial. He's lucky to have you, I guess.
You're right.
Good for you,
Your son's
yay.
death was not fatal. And unlike many on their own, he is lucky to have you by his side.
I can't give up on him. I just can't. I have conceded many times in my life, but giving up on my son is something I am incapable of.
New hint. Refuses to acknowledge his suicidal tendency. Okay. But why though?
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place. But
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs.
That's a good reason to hide it, I guess. But how many people get convicted of that? I mean, you want to know a good way to stop someone from committing suicide? Throw them in jail. That'll
But don't
stop
you
them.
realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Still pleading the fifth, huh? Okay, should I go there? I promised I wouldn't. Well, I promised I wouldn't show her the note. This is one of those situations where, I wish there was a little more detail. I'll leave it alone for now.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Goodbye.
Good
What
evening,
else? Talk to Dr. Aykroyd, I think.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Yeah, thanks. Here. Maybe
Good evening,
you can
Dr.
tell him
Strickland.
And good evening to
Tell
you,
me
Dr.
about
Reed. Can I be of any help?
personal questions. Nope, that's everything.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Who else can I talk to? Oh, those two idiots. The malpractice duo. No, not you.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Goodbye, Nurse.
No, you're good. Who are you? There we go. Wait, hold on.
If only I were young again. Just a bit.
Where can I go to spy on them?
What on earth happened here?
Haven't I been in here already? Jesus. Let's just watch him cover up more horrible doctoring. Huh, he's doctoring the evidence. Outside. Can I get up here? No. To get up on that scaffolding. Where's the... Oh man, that's complicated. But there must be a way up. Right there. Oh, come on. I can teleport across the river, but not to the obvious platform that I'm definitely supposed to go to. Really, I don't care where it is as long as I get up there. Or as long as I can hear their conversation. And since she's out here, maybe I've missed it. That's my room, which means the room he was in is probably around here somewhere. That's him. Okay.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
No, only bad. Nurse Brannigan has been accused. Yes, let's go with that.
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reed, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets.
Then where were you running off to earlier?
may I help you, Jonathan?
Yeah, you're
Thank you,
all
my lady.
questioned out.
I hope to see you again soon.
Time to talk to you. What? Okay. That's a thing. Hold on. Who's Oswald? Is it one of these guys? Okay. Those two are talking somewhere. I should find them. Hello. Wait, which one is the guy that I... Newton. Talk to me.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
No, this is Oswald.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher.
Newton.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed of the Pembroke Hospital. May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
Good. I can treat it as cold. Why do you stay here?
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Oh, and I lost one. What about the war?
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
I fought in France, too.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
So you knew Oswald
Did
before?
you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No.
Oh.
We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Why do you stay here?
It's complicated.
Can you...
Rats.
Go to the hospital, you're
You are
sick.
always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Not really, but... Here.
Do you need medical attention,
Have
sir?
some...
Afraid so. In the war,
cold cure.
I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Your phobia of rats.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under
Oh,
bodies.
little do you know.
Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Tell me about your secret
How
relationship
do you
with them.
feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
Hmm. Wait, was there always 4? I guess there must have been. He's only got 3 though, right? Yeah, okay. I can only advise caution. Okay, so this is kind of a weird dilemma where I know from a historical perspective that they would both be executed if they came out, but I'm not sure if the game is, like, you're obviously supposed to cheer them on, but I'm not sure if the game is, like, they didn't say that's the reason that they're afraid. It's like they're ashamed. It's like, no, you're worried about getting killed. So I want to say advise caution, but maybe I won't say a word is better. Won't say a word.
I won't say a word, Mr. Blight. Your secret is safe with me.
I fought for my country and I survived. I saw my comrades die. And now society tells me I'm a criminal for who I love.
Yeah.
Makes me so angry.
So, the other guy's last hint that I screwed up on. Unlocks 2 options here. Must be pretty important.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care
The
of yourself.
reason he's claustrophobic.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Newton's feelings.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck 'em all.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Yeah, that'll do it for this district, I think. Unless there's any more Any more things to do? Yeah, there's this. So I talked to... Oh, Aykroyd. I talked to... the third one that's always, like, across the street. And he kind of blew it off. Aykroyd. Maybe he'll give me more info.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
Whoops.
And good evening.
Wrong one.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I said goodbye.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
No. Okay.
Thank you for your time.
He doesn't care that much about it. Where did he go? There he is. Tippets.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Alright, I'll go back and find that priest. I wish I could have spied on him. I wish I could have figured a way up there. Because that seems like it would have been an important conversation. Oh well. Yes, I need some health. Oh no, a flamethrower. Oh no, it's just a crossbow guy.
Steady, boys! We've got... Take a breath of this! Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
Yeah. Got my blood back. Getting my health back. Oh.
Boom!
Oh, no. Bad.
Die!
Gotcha. Ooh. Whoever shot me from behind, good work. Really messed me up. Oh. Yeah. You didn't drop anything. Common trigger part. I need some good trigger parts. None of this common trash. Perfume bottle. It's probably just glass. Ah! Gotcha. And you. Give me blood. All right. There's a surprising lack of guns in this. Oh, who are you? New investigation, eh? Oh. Yeah. Save the old man. Oh, where?
Get the fuck out, you crazy bastard! And I will show you how a wet outfit. What are you? You won't get me! Get out! Fuck out, you crazy bastard!
Alright. I saved him. Such a nice guy. Hello, old man. Who are you?
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Okay. Bye. Yeah, this part of town used to be nicer. A little bit. I was gonna assume that this was that dude's house, but it's all, like, scorched on the inside. Silver Mare. Bloody letter. Dear mother, whatever happens to me, always remember that your son loves you. I know you did not always approve of the way I chose to live my life, but I won't change. I was born and raised in this part of town, and I just can't stand what is happening to my neighborhood, to people we know. I recently made a terrible decision. I decided to strike back against the tyranny of a few. I know that they will retaliate, but I'm ready for whatever comes. Thanks to you, I've always loved to read. Now that I am about to take action, I can only quote Etienne de la Bouteille. They only seem tall because we're on our knees. I won't kneel anymore, mother. I intend to stand straight, whatever the cost. Goodbye, my beloved mother, Jack.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case.
Under the blood.
Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Okay. We'll do that. Wait. Are we in the docks? Yes. Enid. Well, I guess that guy's not gonna get his son back. Another body murdered. Bring it to a relative, sell it to someone else. Guess that's the someone else. Another perfume bottle. Alright, 3 shillings. I'm really living the high life here. Alright. Now, where did I come from before I saved that guy? I didn't come here yet. Yeah. Must have been right around here. So, what do these guys have?
This is Braille.
Ooh.
I need someone who can read this.
Cure for blindness. You know, I bet if that blind guy were to receive a cure for blindness, he would help me translate the other things. What? Alright. I guess I have time to kill one guy. Well done. And I got a tiny little common handle part for that. Have I been here before? Yeah. Yeah, I have. Oh, I hear coughing in the distance. That's terrible. Hello. Don't mind me dropping down like a bat. I'll talk to you next.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Rude. What about your work?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're blunt.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I am not at all interested.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Even though
Fair enough.
that's where
Stay
you're
away
kind
from
of
us
living.
then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Booth Digby, say. Booth and Edwina Cox have recently killed a man in retaliation. Retaliation for sticking up for himself? Look at that guy. He looks so evil. I wish I could zoom in. Oh, another hint. Oh, same. Back. This part
What
of
can
town.
you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
I can tell from your voice. Someone in particular?
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Is that not a little bit excessive?
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Frets. Suffolk.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will
Oh,
mourn
he's
him.
the first guy I
Except
killed.
one of them, maybe.
The scumbag.
What can you tell me about
I'm a businesswoman.
gang member?
If you're
I'm not interested.
fair,
Since my...
that's exactly.
Back.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone.
What can you tell me?
I'm a business.
Gang...
If
Oh, she's useless. Oh, okay. Personal questions.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
the bastard killed one of us and received retribution, there's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Okay. Let's do a little bit of trading.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Alright, just some regular stuff. And average prices. Small pocket watch. That's the quest item. Silver mirror. Great resale value. This item can be recycled into components. I'll have to keep this too. I'll have to keep an eye on those, what they can be recycled into. That's gotta have some kind of use. Cigarette case though. This can recycled, or it's worth 12. Oh, I've got a lot. I don't need to. 1 is average resale value. I hate to see what low resale value is. Alright, I will be selling none of my stuff. Whoa, I got a lot of opium. Got a lot of all my chemicals, actually. That's good. Okay. Before you go wandering off, what do I need to upgrade this? Is that 2 now? 3. I need 3 tiny common handle parts. Can you provide me
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Doctor.
with tiny common handle parts?
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as
Tiny common handle part. You can give me 2 of them. Then I need 1 more. Don't stop
Good
leaving.
evening, Miss Cox.
hello again.
Looking for Sean Hampton.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint. I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Something. Okay, bye.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Try not to kill anyone.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces around here.
Oh, this happened.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Okay. Straightforward. Alright. Who killed Jake Gyllenhaal?
How exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
So, are you part of them?
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Okay. Sean Hampton, though.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Well, who could help me?
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though,
What are the odds?
it only strengthened his faith.
Okay. Already got these. Yep. Bye.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Is this the bar? Yeah. Are you still sick? Oh yeah, you are.
Times like these are good
Good
drinks
evening,
just
sir.
as likely
Whatever.
to cause a problem.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
What are you all about?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
Drink?
I drink.
Oh wow.
I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Don't you work at all?
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place,
Uh-huh.
just leave a flower for me there.
I've got just a flower.
Even if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Okay. Personal questions.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure.
Like
I
a
wanted
real
things
boy.
to change. To really change. And to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
That's communism, not anarchism.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Okay.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
That's your idea. You said that. Where's the guy?
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me, then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
Goodbye,
Oh,
Mr. Delaney.
no, I have to cure you.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What?
Oh, you're that doctor.
Inebriation
Just talked
aside,
to you a second
do
ago.
you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Oh, suddenly my
Take
voice is
this,
sick.
then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
You're welcome.
Jack, he didn't deserve this.
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Oh yeah, he was covered in blood and basically crawled in on his hands and knees.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Why are you here if you hate it that much? This isn't
If you're
a safe
uncertain
space.
about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I got responsibilities. And it's not like I got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
Yeah, why don't you go to Utopia? Just leave.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
Bar's neutral territory, then.
So this bar is neutral territory, then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
You're smart.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Where are you from?
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
I'm not racist.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Sorry about being racist.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Alright. Where's Sean Hampton?
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
What a boss.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Oh, you're a guy.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
Oh, you're the drunk. You're eating.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
You can do more than just drink.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Tell me everything I need to know about you. This part of town.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Antagonist's point of view?
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Okay.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Okay.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Alright. Where's
Tom,
Sean?
I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
That's it? Okay. I must
the
find him.
important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as the soul.
I should probably take that guy out eventually, but I can't do it just yet. Oh wow. Alright. Find where the bomb went off. Get that gin. Take some posters. Come up with the grave diggers. Edwina Cox, merchant and wannabe crime lord of the East End docks, bluntly asked me if I would take advantage of my position in the medical profession to access the forbidden area of Southwark, or Suffolk, as she says. She wants me to scold some grave diggers who have not sent their weekly share of trinkets and money they stole from the dead. I wonder if I should go back there and explain myself to those criminals that what they do is very, very wrong. Okay. And the watch. And surprisingly, it's not her. It's probably her partner. This dude, Booth Digby. Okay. Oh, so I should set one of these at least. Take some posters from the pile. Which is way not where I thought it would be. Okay. I thought he would have them with him, but whatever. Get the gin. Locate the bombing site. Ooh, wow, that's south, all right. That's south. Some gin. Okay, that's good. That's nice and close. And on the way. Can I make the cross? Yes. I feel like I've been here before. Ruin.
Stupid beast!
Oh no! I'm gonna use the club for this dude. Level 22. Nice. Blood sample. Stuff. I guess they only drop stuff if I kill them. That's weird. Ah. Looks like upstairs is where the stash is. Doors unlocked. Alright. I don't remember what I can do now, but I can do it.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Good. Bring the gin bottles to Tom, or just lie to him and keep the gin bottles. They must be worth a lot in salvage. Take some posters, come up with the grave diggers. That must be south. Yep. Ah, no. And find the owner. Oh. Got two people here. That's good. He'll send me to the relative and find me a new person. Youth arrested for attempted murder. Last night, a young man named Tom Watts was arrested by the police for attempted murder in the renowned restaurant The Silver Bell on Percival Street. The suspect was spotted standing in front of the restaurant, pointing a gun at customers for about 1 minute without firing. 2 witnesses promptly reported his behavior. Watts was arrested without incident, but refused to give any explanation for his actions and only gave his name. His gun was loaded, confirmed the policemen who answered our questions. It is likely that Watts will feel the full force of His Majesty's courts for this transgression. The young man shall be jailed for a few years at least. Huh. Oh, I got some dirt on him. Wait, where is he? Okay. What's your deal? I can't tell what problem you have until I meet you, huh? Then I just magically know. Truin.
This is no place for you, sir. Stupid thing!
Oh. That's right. No, where's your item you dropped? How could you, cheating me out of my stuff? At least I got this. But yeah, so what can I make with that? I don't remember. I suppose I should look for a hideout. I've got a bunch of XP.
It's
Locked.
locked, all right.
From the other side. Of course. Oh, I just went around a different way. Okay. Is this gonna be a dead end then? Looks like maybe. Oh well. Okay.
It's locked. Seems like the god of Freeland is on shore. Trail too.
I'll send you to hell.
Flamethrower.
Get ready for this.
That's not good. Oh. Oh. Just finish this guy off, then you can join the fight.
Burn it, boys. Let's pin it down.
Yeah.
Crush the lips, boys.
Yeah.
Burn it, boys. Bloody monster. I hate leeches. Bloody cry.
Jesus. Oh. That flamethrower. Really rough. Burning the beast is the best way to destroy it. So this looks like one of those fights where they have like the main guy, the flamethrower guy, and then more just keep getting added in. Oh no, this is way earlier.
Christ, he's dead.
Okay. Oh. There we go. All right. Whew, still low on health. Basically dying. Not enough blood to fix that. That's a real problem. Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah. Fill her up. no, I'm on fire. Okay. Okay, I got the gin. And now what else? What else do I have to do? I have to kill this guy. Through here. Hold on. Gotcha.
I have this thirst for blood.
Alright, so all those guys are in there. Trying to figure out what's going on.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys! Hang on, leeches! Stupid thing!
Ha!
I'll kill it! Die, vermin! Die, vermin!
Give me that blood. Yes.
Burn it, boys! Die, vermin!
No. That's what I needed. Yes. And biggest risk is gone. This guy will probably die too. Great. Alright. That was good.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
No. Predictable, but no. Okay, there's a bunch of guys up there. I don't want to have anything to do with them right now. Guess I don't have a choice. Druin or skulls? Let me investigate a little bit more. I think the skulls are gonna give me less trouble. Oh no. Okay. Gun parts. Nice.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Come on.
Killing's all you deserve. Pin it down. Fuck! Die, beast! I hate leeches.
I don't like your little gas gun thing. There. Now everyone's dead. You happy? Everyone but me. I'm fine with that. Okay. Up here seems to be somewhat safe. Oh. That looks safe too. Or is this just another den of vampires?
I'll send you back in a fucking...
No. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. How do I get down from here?
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
Who's talking?
I said stay away, sir.
Oh, you.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
One of them.
Stay back, beast!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, give us strength!
Time to back off a little bit.
Have beef, brothers!
Yeah. That wasn't Christ. Just one of the servants. Okay. That wasn't that bad. Those priests are rough. Or whatever they are. I don't think they're priests. Those paladins. Yes, paladins. Oh, what's this? Oh, it was just reflection. Night shelter's vicinity. I'll take all this stuff. What's that? This is where the needy go? Okay, I'll loot it. I'll loot the whole building. You know, this looks like a place where a bomb went off. Free press. Hey, I knew there was a hideout. Bottle of alcohol. Small bottle. Cigarette case. Yes, that's definitely. Perfume bottle. 5 aluminum powders and 3 sodium hypochlorite solutions. And a glass vial. Yes, that's worth it. Silver mare. 3 rivets. I don't think the resale value is that great. I think it was like less than 20. Don't have any rivets, so I'll take some rivets. Oh, I keep doing this. Let's see, I wanted to upgrade the axe and up to 4 now. Don't have any good anythings. So let's see how the bludgeon is working. Okay, I can upgrade it. And decreased stamina consumption or add 3 stun points. I think this is pretty good with stun points. So decreased stamina. That's its problem. Common pistol parabellum. No. I don't know when I picked that up or from where, but it's nowhere near as good as these things. And I can upgrade this too. Yeah. Upgrade this. Decrease stamina consumption. Of course I will. What's next? I need good handle part. Tiny good handle parts. Okay. Now everything I have equipped should be good. Yes, level 3. Okay. Right. And where's a bed I can rest at? There it is. Okay, I got a decent amount of XP. I could put that into a bunch of smaller skills, or I could put it into one of these. I think that's a ton. But the problem is all of the good things are. Do I have this already? Yeah. Level 18 required. $720, $600. I think I'm good with health. I could always use more stamina. Blood capacity could go up. And absorption could go up. Okay, so a level is 1,000 XP. So even if you spend something that's 3,000 XP, it's not 3 levels. It's not 1 level. It's 3 levels. And if you spend all of these, it's, you know, it's not. You don't get 3 levels for spending the first 3, which is a total of 1,000. No, it's 1,200. But yeah, okay. I was wondering how that worked out. I've got another 900. Increase life regeneration when using bite. Damage inflicted. Bring that up. Oh. So close. I'll get that as my next thing. Actually, what are the other things I have here? Blood capacity, absorption, you know what? I should increase my health. Alas, I can't. All those are going into 1,000. That's fine. Alright, I'll do this for now. And when I kill 3 more guys or whatever, I'll be able to rest again. Okay, nothing happened here. That guy got cured. That's nice. Oh. I guess I'll have to come back and cure all these guys again. Oh, no, oh, she's dead, right. I forgot. Cadigan Bates. Oh, right, the landlord. So I'm not gonna be able to heal him. Fatigue, and doesn't matter. Okay. Might as well make some more fatigue cures while I'm still thinking about it. Fatigue. Oh, I have a bunch. That's fine. I should make a neuralgia cure, since that blind guy has it. Might as well make this just so I have one of everything. Alright, let's get out of here.
This is despicable.
It's not the best blood ever. Wait, what are you doing here? Did I just make a huge, massive round trip?
I hope they'll all return to the shadows once the epidemic has passed.
Or did you move?
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
Good evening.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Okay, so he's the guy I could sell it to, the watch. You know, real businessman.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
A lousy merchant. Okay.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
What happened?
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
Oh, what if I gave him the watch and she's like, oh, you're my son because of the watch? Why not get random help?
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. Heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Where's Sean?
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
He's a caretaker for the poor, is he not?
Something like that, yes.
Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander.
I just talked to you. Jesus.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
Can he do that?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Alright, I'll steal all your stuff. Since you don't seem to mind.
It's locked,
oh,
all right.
No. I need a key. You've probably got like a glass jar in there or something that I could use.
So,
A very important glass jar.
What brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Tippets, huh? The neighborhood.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh, no. I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Right.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Jack's dead.
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him. Tonight, in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippett.
Okay, I found his watch covered in blood.
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I recall the day I offered Jack this watch. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Trinkets and possessions help us remember our past. Promise me you'll not lose it.
I would never lose anything that belonged to Jack. Why don't you take this? Dr. Tippett? Please, for your charity.
Okay.
I'm looking for a Sean Hampton. Do you know where I might find him?
Sean Hampton, you say? Oh, the name does seem vaguely familiar, but alas, I cannot recall from where.
Of course. You've got a headache, lady.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippett. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
Take the medicine.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Okay. 750 XP. Alright. Mesmerize. Embrace.
Jack, my son, he got killed. I remember all my life. Oh, the joy, the love. What a life. Thank you.
You're welcome, I guess. Alright, I guess that's that. Alright, all the rest is... Oh, is this around here? Ish. So she dropped a bunch of stuff. The key to the trunk, newspaper. No, that's from before. No. No. Ah. There we go. Trunk. Here we go. Quinine, Enid's trinkets. What are her trinkets? Small bag of cheap items, probably sold to Enid Gillingham by Martin Nightingale. A silver fork, a tin candlestick, an iron snuff box, and a rusty music box. This item can be recycled, of course. And probably sold for like 17 gold or something. Shillings. Gold. The economy's booming lately. Take some posters from the pile.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
Okay, where's this pile?
I can't protect the whole city.
Anti-vampire poster. Danger's closer than you think. They are already here. Do not let them take the kingdom. See a vampire? Seek for help. Ichabod Throgmorton, expert vampire hunter. Love this picture. Err. Bleh. Vampires. Origin of the Skulls. It has been established for some time now that Skull is the vernacular name of a different species of lesser blood drinkers. A Skull often seems to be the victim of a vampire attack who miraculously survived death and came back as a crooked version of its maker. According to many observations made by our order throughout the centuries, Skulls are generally despised and killed by vampires, who consider them lesser and despicable creatures. The name itself means slave. They have also been called Sakilaba, Arab, Sclavis, Latin, or Sclavinoi, Greek. This shows how old these creatures are and how their makers perceive them. This may be why skulls often tend to form small and discrete communities that stick together. They're that intelligent, they seem kind of zombie-like. It is also interesting to note that skulls seem to call themselves this way, as if they have accepted for a long time their status as inferior servants among vampires. Really. It is more difficult for a skull to hide its monstrous nature. Pale skin, terrible teeth, strange emaciation, dilated and staring pupils. Many have lost all hair, and they show wounds and scars which stay open without ever completely healing. They also seem capable of surviving by eating the flesh of the dead, while vampires need blood from the living. They may be the real origin of the mythical figure of the ghoul, the folklore creature who lurk in cemeteries and feed from the dead. A skull is a miserable creature. Most of the times they fear to be seen by both humans and vampires. In some region, older skulls have been witnessed nearby vampires as servant or slaves, obtaining protection by sacrificing their freedom. Most of the skulls are descended from icons and show humanoid silhouettes. Much more uncommon. Some present a more canine aspect and behave like wolves. They are sometimes called vulpes in ancient texts. At least a third type exists, in the shape of a bird or bat, and they are called corvus. William Marshall himself referred 3 times to some bat-shaped unknown creatures he called vampire in his memoirs. Other types may exist, unknown or unidentified for now. From Drinking at the Fountain of Knowledge by Usher Talltree, Primate of St. Paul. Okay, so I gotta put these posters around, or just burn them. Which one would be easier?
Shadows once the epidemic has passed.
Well, how do I burn them? If I can't chuck them into the fire, how do burn? Oh, hello.
Shouldn't be fighting each other.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
You don't know anything about me.
Before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Well,
may I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege.
Check it.
Lazy people like you disgust me.
yeah, you lazy doctors, saving people all day
What
long.
can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Fight poverty. I guess he does do a lot of charity doctor stuff. You have no idea who I am. You've never heard of me, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I think that's his name. I fight poverty.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Doctor.
I was in the war. I fought for your whatever England has instead of freedom. So you are legally obligated to
What can you tell me about
appreciate me.
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Why don't you just spit it out?
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
It's just in.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Okay, bye. That 1,000 XP sure is tempting.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
What have we here?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
That name sounds familiar.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Okay. Makes sense. So where is he?
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I hope Giselle will pull through.
Oh. She was her sister. The infuriating class warfare lady. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Everything cool here?
Why the long face?
Oh God. How's your leprosy doing?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why return here? That's a good question.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
What a helpful skull you are.
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
What about that guy you murdered?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But who killed all those people?
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
Yeah, but you know, there's the whole thing where you're a vampire and exploded her into blood and stuff.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
So I had to kill her.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I'm intrigued and doubtful. I'm impressed. No, I'm not. Doubtful.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Oh, there were some things in the other room. Folded paper. Forgive me, God, for what I'm doing, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End. For years I have tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found why. Dyson has stopped fighting, for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt, and their failures. Sometimes they could put a name on this inner evil of theirs, sometimes they have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair. But in most cases, for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it is a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something makes them suffer, and they still fight against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for a salvation, for the light of Christ. And as long as they wish to see this light, there is a place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain. No, I'm convinced he conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is a worse sin, to deliberately cast away your hope from your own heart, or complacently bask in self-destruction. Who's this guy now? Dyson. Oh. That was this hint, I guess. I already knew that, though. I think. Okay. Anything else in here? There's this chest. And there we go. And this. Alright, I'm off to check out these sewers that you're so confident about. Oh, you're the vampire hunter.
So much noise.
It's locked.
Okay. First of all, is there anywhere I could stay? Here's a place. It's in the other direction. No, I don't want to hang those up. I want to burn them. Where's fire? Okay, there should be a hideout somewhere here. Oh. This was the confusing one. Lead plate, lead stick, lead rod. Yeah, okay. I'll see how much it's worth. Yeah. So, rest. Here we go. Increased my claw attack by 80 damage. That's nice. Cost goes up though. Recovery goes down. And it gets stunned. Nice. I need 3,000 for that. Wait a second, can I take both paths? No. Okay. I didn't think so. That doesn't really make sense. Bite damage goes up. Let's bring that up again. Okay. The following night. Alright. She's dead. What's your obituary? Enid Gillingham, 70 years old, female. Probably the oldest person in the docks. Mrs. Gillingham was devoured by senile dementia. She'd once had a brilliant mind that withered with time and caused the progressive distance with her son Jack, who couldn't bear to burden her with his own problems. When Jack disappeared from their house, Mrs. Gillingham let herself crumble, confusing strangers with him and depending on Martin Nightingale to take care of her, overlooking the young man while he stole from her house and claimed her every possession. I suspect that during her moments of lucidity, she knew exactly what he was doing. When I killed her, I failed to distinguish her true memories from the illusions she had created for protection, but her final thoughts were made with an uncanny clarity. Okay. Nothing happened here. Oh, you're double infected now. I'm gonna have to go on a curing spree over there, because that's just getting worse. It's in the red now. Okay, the night shelter's vicinity. Okay, so there's 5 posters. Hold on.
Best stay back, sir. Easy done.
Fight him. Yeah. I need to heal. That was good. Good healing. And there's another guy entering the mix. Looks like. Good. Oof. Fire Executioner. No, that's not the way I want to go. That's the way to get stuck. Can't I just throw the things in here? Ah. See, I'm worried if I think I might have to like use it here, and then it's like, should I burn it or hang it? But I'm worried that once I do that, it's up for good. Because all this fire doesn't have any other choice. Let me do another. We'll focus on something else for now. Southwark. And that's also south. Okay. Never mind.
Best be moving on. Die! I hear leeches. Leech, boys!
No.
I order you. Step back.
Ah.
Die,
Oh, that just drains my blood. Priest needs to die. How do you like that? Maybe you shouldn't have drained my blood.
all of them leeches need killing. Killing's all you deserve.
Guess I should take out this guy first. Okay. Oh, the sewer entrances. I was about to go in there before. Since there's no manual save, this might be a good time to end the stream. End it a little bit early. We'll see if this is a huge dungeon or just like a little tiny room. There haven't really been any huge dungeons, so... Okay, find the sewers entrance. Oh no, now it's explore the sewers. Yeah, this is looking more like a huge dungeon. Whatever. I'll explore the huge dungeon.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, that's a shortcut exit, so that is at least
that doesn't
a
work.
good sign.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Brilliant. No, those barrels would be crushed.
That doesn't work.
Okay. I'm going to teleport over there, and I guess I have to smash the barrels manually.
That gate should shut properly now.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Huh. Oh, okay. Open that one to get in and close the other one to close it. Okay. Now I can open this? Alright, yeah, okay. Alright. Ooh. That was good. So can I go through? No. This is the first time the game's actually been kind of scary. No, that's not true. The cemetery bit was a little scary. What are these? Weird bone talismans. Enter at your own risk. Yeah. You don't say. At this point, that's like a given. If you made it this far without,
I have this thirst for blood.
If you made it this far without, catching on to that, you probably, aren't gonna take that warning very seriously.
It's locked.
Of course. Cutscene. Oh.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity.
Now we're gonna fight for some reason.
Of Ascalon.
What law did I break?
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon?
200 he took. It's got a lot of damage resistance.
Power you cannot comprehend.
Ooh. Yeah. No.
For the Banshee, the hand that crushes all.
Heal.
Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name. Neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn.
Do we both use the same ultimate?
Foolish Ekon! Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon?
Okay. Back to stakes. Not good. Yes.
To the pissing wells! Down.
Where are you?
Stay down.
There you are.
Your blood is now mine. You found your death in me! Return to your apothecary and needles. I shall crush you.
Fight. Yes. Barely didn't die.
Down, stay down. Return to your apothecary and needles.
Yeah. Defeat the beast. You didn't drop anything? Nothing? Oh, something's over here. Common trigger part. Okay. Alright. There's an exit, maybe. Huh?
At least one skull escaped Virgil's wrath.
I wonder if he's dead for good. Okay, so there's up there. Just generic, go your whichever way you want now, huh? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna double back and see what's across that chasm. Nothing. Huh?
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Does this just loop back? I'm assuming it does, yeah. Okay. Nothing here. Alright. What's this?
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Hey, what's this?
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
Sean sent me.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
So it's a group, not a person.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Skal.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Can he be trusted?
Sean is a Skal. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
Well, that's
I
nothing
don't
new.
understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Okay. I'll go find her, and then before I talk to her, that'll be the end for tonight. So, I'll be back Saturday. The usual times, which are 6 to 9 Central Time, and I'll see you then. And now and I think this is in front of her door, so I'm not gonna open it in case it triggers a cutscene or something. But I'll see you Saturday, hopefully. And yeah. Until next time. Oh, tomorrow I might do a daytime stream. Oh, I just noticed there's events. But whatever. Tomorrow I may do a daytime stream of the Switch version of Taiko Drum and Fun. Just playing a rhythm game. I'll be taking song requests for that. I don't know if songs are locked for that, or you just get them straight through. You have the full song list. I don't know. But I'll be playing that maybe sometime between 1 and 2. I'll start. So I'll be there for that too. So, yeah, I'll see you around. Bye.